engineers nationwide. This is a graph made in 2012 that shows civil engineers at the top when it comes to all the engineers nationwide. Now here are my results. In 2014, an executive at civil engineering firm had said that employees were threatening management with decrease in the quality of production unless their increase in salary and benefit demands were met. Management did not bow to the demands, but rather welcomed them to leave if not satisfied with their employment package. The research shows that there are plenty of new and talented engineers that would be happy to have their job. Wages are also susceptible to retirement as the staff around 60 years old decides to call it quits. Growing companies can welcome this change as it allows them to seek out younger professionals who are more up to date with technology and are more marketable as well. The company is able to secure a larger amount of projects to be completed because the younger staff come with more accreditations, are more proficient, and settle for lower wages, which allows the firm to propose jobs at lower bids. These younger employees produce the work while older engineers oversee as foremen. Companies have to be competitive to obtain work. Disasters, whether man-made or natural, and the need for building and construction infrastructure forces work into the marketplace. Almost always, though, customers and the economy will decide engineers' salaries. Task 2, employee layoffs and enlistment. In the next 10 years, there's projected to be an 18% growth in jobs for those choosing the field of civil engineering. Our nation's infrastructure needs improvement, and as I mentioned in my original summary, the U.S. population continues to grow. New buildings and facilities, both private and government, will be needed, as well as roadways. With the rapid increase in technology comes the need for companies to improve their product design and the process of manufacturing. Civil engineers are needed to see these improvements through, allowing them to increase productivity more quickly. The increase in technology will increase job opportunities for the employees because it will be an asset to them when it comes to being more productive and avoid any threat to layoff. Task 3, globalization, demand, and supply. Taking advantage of continuing education throughout the career of civil engineering is key to their success. Formal ongoing education is understanding the newest technology is important as it can quickly become outdated. The company an employee works for will see it as important for their engineers to stay up to date with the newest technology, and this could be an advantage when employment opportunities present themselves within a company. By the infrastructure in the U.S. grows older too, structures such as bridges, dams, and roads will be needed in the expert knowledge of qualified engineering in order to be prepared. As mentioned before, Earth's growing population is also taken into consideration when planning for upgrading and repairing our water and waste treatment facilities. Civil engineers are needed in order to complete these jobs. Budgeting for growth and the need for the expertise of civil engineering will be challenging for those at both the state level and private investors who design and budget and set money aside for future growth and expansion. Regardless, necessary upgrades and needed repairs to the infrastructure of our nation will require the services of more civil engineers, increasing the demand for new and talented workers. A lot of the jobs are being outsourced overseas, which could lead to the decrease in job growth. There are many engineers from foreign countries that are qualified and eager to work at a wage lower than what American engineers are expected to be paid. The use of World Wide Web, or the Internet, has been instrumental in allowing work to be completed in places overseas that used to be only done in America. Research has proven know that the U.S. will always show a demand for engineers to work on site with coworkers and clients. Now on to my conclusion. The conclusion for the trends in the wages of civil engineering. Civil engineering is one of the most popular college majors and sought after employment among the U.S. College graduates' salary outlook is looking good. Civil engineers are paid comparably to the top-paying U.S. jobs, and many cities nationwide offering high-paying positions in the field of civil engineering. Trends in employee layoff and enlistment. The threat of layoff for civil engineer is minimal as long as that employee continues to update their education in the field and is flexible when it comes to being able to relocate and complete a specific job or contract. Also, college graduates are always competing for employment in the marketplace as a civil engineer. The demand for engineers, including globalization. The U.S. knows what needs to be done to keep young and upcoming engineers here and working on our soil to the advantage of our nation. Globalization can give us a future of hope to be able to steer clear of conflict with other nations and increase the welfare of our citizens. In order for the U.S. to prosper, action should be taken sooner and rather than later to make it appealing for our younger upcoming generations. My recommendations to Mr. Slack. After my research found that highly paid and in-demand civil engineers will continue to have ample employment opportunities in the future. It is my recommendation that Mr. Slack adopt a policy accepting applications, interviewing, and screening all potential engineer candidates. By implementing a formal and thorough hiring process, Mr. Slack can be assured that he has the best qualified engineers on board to complete jobs and ensure revenue for his company. Along with this process, Mr. Slack should consider putting together an attractive benefits package for successfully hired employees that would address present-day needs as well as a good retirement plan. Thank you, everyone. Is there any questions? Here are my references for all my information.
How do you expect college graduates of civil engineering to be productive without field experience?
I feel that Mr. Slack could offer an apprenticeship program for college graduates to get them the experience they really need, and that should be good enough